this morning. It's still feeling great today.
Yeah, it does feel really nice. These 60s, Eric, Alexis, South Florida is actually where we should be this time of year with the low dew points. It does feel even more comfortable, even though we've got those cloudy skies out there. Temperatures are in the lower 60s in Pembroke Pines, 66, in Fort Lauderdale, 65, in Miami, 69, in Key West. Our temperatures are all reflecting more of a north breeze still, and that's why it still feels really nice inland, because that breeze is moving in from the land, not from the water, which when that happens, we'll start to warm up. As for right now, Weston, last check 62, 61 in Parkland, 63 for you in Weston. We are 62 rather, with our winds moving in from the north, 7 to 10 miles per hour, winds gusting in the teens down by Key West. But temperatures, yeah, they warmed up 5 to 11 degrees warmer than yesterday, but this still feels fantastic. We'll have a coolish start, giving way to a warmer afternoon, but it's still going to be really nice with the low humidity and very low rain chances. More on the forecast coming up.
All righty, things feeling good out there. Julie, thank you. South Florida, right now I'm giving you a live look at the turnpike going northbound. It's pretty much the area that I'm seeing probably the worst congestion right now. It's 6:32, so things aren't too bad on your roads just yet, but here they definitely don't look good. This is near Southwest 248th Street. Things moving pretty slowly out there. Let's take you out to your map so you can see the Golden Glades interchange near Ives Dairy Road as well. Also starting to see a little bit of congestion there going southbound on 95, but let's take you closer to that area. I just showed you a live look. The turnpike not looking good from here all the way to Southwest 152nd Street. You got lots of red on your roads in these areas. Speeds moving as slowly as 12 miles per hour. Your best alternate here would be US 1. As you can see right there, things look really good for you. Other than that, you guys are accident and incident free in Miami-Dade County. Broward County, let's take a look at drive times for you. I-75 to US 1, 12 minutes. University Drive to US 1, 7. Buckle up.
How's your family doing out there, and what can we expect here locally?
Well, I mean, I should call them right now because they're getting the deluge of storms as we speak. So we'll have to see how everything works out, because you know what, John, it's not just the rain, it's also the wind. They've been getting some wind gusts that actually had some power outages too. So California bracing for what's going to be a very aggressive storm system. I talk about this all the time, about the atmospheric river. It's the series of storms and the storms that don't move so fast. And it's because we have a dip in the jet stream out there. And on the opposite side where we're at, we have the ridge of high pressure basically blocking that dip. But that ridge of high pressure makes it feel so good in our own backyard. Look at this. It is slightly warmer this morning, but it's still very nice. The warming trend continues as we go into the weekend, and we will notice that we'll be rain-free. Even though we have clouds around, I don't want you to think that we're expecting precipitation from them. We do have our temperatures in the mid-60s and even low 60s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. These winds moving in from the north, so we have 62 last checked in Weston, 63 Pembroke Pines. Winds anywhere between 7 to 10 miles per hour, gusting in the 20s in Key West and Marathon. As for the temperature warm up, yeah, we're about 4 to 11 degrees warmer than yesterday, but it doesn't really feel like it. It feels nice because we have our dew points in the comfortable category. That's a very limited moisture in place. The whole state noticing a warm up. You can see in the Panhandle of Florida, it's still chilly with 30s, but yesterday, remember, they were in the 20s, and previous morning as well. We'll have that north breeze in place, so you can see what John just mentioned. Nationally, everything is really quiet, but here we go. So the dip of the jet stream is over here, and then we have the ridge of high pressure all across the west of the United States, and that's why we're going to be talking about the West Coast storm more than anything in the very dry, quiet conditions across the central and the southern half of the U.S. For us, that drier air aloft will sink down to the surface, suppressing any chance of showers and storms and providing for a very nice, comfortable end to the work week. There is a little subtle change. There's a frontal boundary, a very weak backdoor front that may slide off the coast of the state in the northern half going into tomorrow and Saturday. But overall, it's really all about temperatures. That's the story in our forecast. We're going to see those temperatures again in the low 60s tomorrow, mid 60s for you in the Keys, and our dew points staying in the comfortable category to dry category for the weekend. As for the beach and boating, it's improving because the winds are not nearly as strong. We have a moderate risk of occurrence for beachgoers, boaters. The bays will be at a moderate chop. Hey, for you in the Keys, nearshore waters at a moderate chop as well. 7-day forecast. While we warm up day by day, it's still going to feel really comfortable. Lows in the 60s, highs in the 80s starting tomorrow.
All righty, feels good out there, Julie. South Florida, taking a look now at your roads. Things look very good for you for the most part. Right now, you do not have any accidents on any major highways, but you still have lots of congestion starting to build up in certain areas. Specifically right here is where I'm seeing pretty bad congestion. This is the turnpike going northbound. This is as you approach the area of 268th Street. You've got some bumper to bumper traffic in those northbound lanes or southbound lanes. Also seeing lots of cars on the road, more than usual, but it's not as congested as your northbound lanes. Let's take you over to your map so you can see things starting to get busy, but again, you don't have any major accidents, so that's good to know. Let's take you a little further south here where I was just showing you here speeds coming in as slowly as 6 miles per hour. So if this is part of your commute, you can take US 1. Otherwise, definitely give yourself lots of time. You put the windows down. As you heard Julie, that forecast is very nice out there. Let's take you here. Drive times for those of you who take 595. Things still looking really good for you. 14 to 8 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe.
Well, today.
Oh, Christian, now I'm hungry. You guys hungry? Oh, it's just one box. Everybody's hungry. It's 7:48. A lot of you getting ready to walk out the door. Grab that extra cup of coffee. It's still pretty cool out there, and obviously not nearly as cold as what we felt the past previous mornings. But boy, what a week of weather we have had. Let's all put this into perspective. We waited months for this type of weather, and it has been here, and I really hope that you are embracing it and taking time for yourself, for your family, for your friends, with your pets, whatever you have, to just walk outside and take a deep breath and go, wow, this is South Florida. And it feels fantastic. And the good news is, as we go through the day, it's going to continue to feel this way. Even though temperatures are going to warm up slightly, we have rain-free conditions expected. I know our lawns aren't going to look so pretty in another week, but we are noticing that also helps with the humidity, making things more comfortable. Live look outside. Unfortunately, I know it doesn't look pretty, but it feels great out there. 60s feels fantastic. You can still use those seat warmers depending on how sensitive you are. We do have those low 60s, Weston Parkland, Pembroke Pines, 64 Hialeah, 65 Fort Lauderdale, 60s for you in the Keys. Winds are moving in from the north, anywhere between 7 to 10 miles per hour. Gusting, though, in the Keys still at about 20 to 23 miles per hour. Temperatures have warmed up 4 to 11 degrees warmer than yesterday. Dew points are in the mid-50s, so the air is comfortable. It's pleasant. It's still cold for the northern half of our state. Still seeing some 40s and 30s on the map for the panhandle of Florida. But overall, they'll start to warm up as well. And it's a subtle change, and just enough to where we can embrace it and enjoy. Unfortunately, our friends in California, you heard meteorologist John Gerard mention, he's going to talk about this in the next hour again. All of my family and friends are bracing for the devastating flooding that they're probably going to have to deal with. They're under a flood watch. They're expecting flood warnings. They're expecting mudslides, especially once this moisture moves in towards Southern California by the burn scars. But they'll get some fresh powder. So once the storm system does move out, maybe they'll be able to head to the Sierra Nevada, because that's where all the snow is going to really be located in feet. As for us here in South Florida, we're drier, we're less humid, we're comfortable with a nice north wind today, turning into a northeast breeze tomorrow. Slightly warmer tomorrow, but low still in the 60s as we go into the forecast for the next couple of days. Even though our temperatures warm up, this is what I was talking about. At least our dew points stay in the comfortable category. They're in the 50s and 60s and 70s, which is great. Speaking of 70s, our air temperature in the upper 70s with a moderate risk of occurrence for beachgoers. Boaters, those expired advisories were allowed to expire last night, so I'm happy to tell you can get out in the boat and enjoy, or just to stay on shore and enjoy these temperatures. Lows tomorrow in the 60s, highs in the 80s by tomorrow.
Beautiful days around us ahead. Get outside, put your windows down. There's lots of traffic on your roads this morning, South Florida. Right now, we are taking a look right here at the turnpike going north and southbound. Near Southwest 137th Avenue, you can see those northbound lanes are the ones that are pretty congested, things moving slowly. Nonetheless, they are moving though, so that's good news. Southbound lanes, you guys are moving swiftly. Let's take you out here to your maps. You can see things are definitely pretty busy out there. Right now, you are seeing lots of congestion in your southbound lanes of I-95. Also, my Hollywood friends, as you head north on I-95, definitely having a little bit of congestion there too. But let's take you a little closer to the turnpike. This is a little further north from what you were just looking at live. This is near Southwest 152nd Street. You've got lots of red here. US 1 is definitely a better option for you, although you are still seeing some congestion there as well. But speeds here are coming in as slowly as, let's take a look. It's 12 miles per hour. That is slow. It is just moving very, very, very slow. So I would take US 1 if I were you. But if you can't take US 1, put on a good audiobook or some good music, a good playlist. I'm listening these days to a lot of country music. So if that's your thing, maybe join me on that bandwagon. Let's take a look right here at our drive times, 45 to 44 minutes to get you where you need to go. Palmetto going southbound. Be safe.
get a look outside, get your weather update right now. We have our meteorologist, Julie Durda, giving us all the feels.
That's right, and it feels good out there. We're feeling those 60s this morning, which is warmer than yesterday, but it's still really nice. Alexis, Eric, South Florida. I know we've got those clouds out there, and you're like, oh, it looks really gloomy. Well, not everybody dealing with those little mid and high level clouds. A lot of us will be seeing sunshine breaking through the clouds, but it's all about the temperatures. Thanks to the north breeze, we're still in the 60s, Broward, Miami-Dade, and the Keys. Winds moving in from the north-northwest, 7 to 10 miles per hour, gusting in the 20s right now in Key West. Noticing our winds gusting in Boca at about 17 miles per hour. Temperatures 2 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, but it's going to be, even though a warmer day, still feeling fantastic with some clouds around. I'll have a lot more in the forecast coming up.
Alrighty, South Florida, taking another look at your roads here. I have a live look for you at I-95. This is north and southbound just before you get to the Golden Glades interchange. So just past Ibersbury Road, Miami Gardens Drive, that's where you're looking at right now. So you've got lots of congestion in your express lanes, your regular lanes, also seeing lots of that as well. Your northbound lanes look good. It is comfortable to head north on 95, but heading south, not so comfy this morning. Let's take a look right here. Your maps. Things are pretty congested, as I mentioned, in that one area. As you get closer to downtown Miami, they don't get any better. So take 441 or US 1 if you don't want to sit in a lot of traffic. Let's take you closer to another area. We are seeing some delays as well. This is red now. This is the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound just after the Palmetto Expressway. As you get closer to 95, things don't get any better. Speeds moving as slowly as 11 miles per hour. Let's take you over to drive times by friends who take the Palmetto Expressway going southbound. 1 to 2 minutes, a little better, but still pretty lengthy as far as drive times. 39 to 38 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there.